Be careful how you use it.
Oh, hi, Mark.
It's Two Marks, One Pod. Back again. Suit Williams, Smart Mark. How you doing, Mark?
Doing good, doing good. How are you today?
I am fine. Saints got a new quarterback in the draft. What was that, last week? Probably.
Yeah, not the guy people thought, but
It was like
what
right
do you think
after we
about that?
recorded, I think. I
Tyler,
mean,
they got Tyler Slough. What is that? Slough? Is that his name?
Shuck. Shuck is how you say that name.
Shuck?
Yes.
How is that off? It wasn't even close.
Well, hey, you see it and then you hear it, and it's two different things. It's like one of them Irish names. You ever
That is
seen
weird.
You ever seen a Bird Girl's NXT UK name?
No, what was it?
Let me show you this.
Bird Girl is like taking over the world, man. She's getting the Becky Lynch rub,
Oh yeah.
the 4 Horsewoman rub, man. That's how good she is.
What was it? Okay.
Shit,
I'm gonna text
Bird
it to
Girl.
you, and I want to hear you try to pronounce this.
Bird Girl.
Bird Girl is Lyra Valkyria for anyone who doesn't know. She hasn't been on NXT in a
Aofi,
while.
Aofi Valkyrie.
Nope,
Aofi.
that is Aoife.
Oh my god, dude.
It sounds like you're supposed to
Enough.
say it backwards.
It does too. It does look like that. Oh my gosh. Well, it's a good idea to change it, I guess. Although Lyra is pretty like, isn't there art? Wasn't there like an already a Lyra in like wrestling Lyra something? I feel like there was one just like her like name.
Lyra, I don't remember, which is probably good for
Bird
Lyra.
Girl.
Probably good for
But
Bird
either way,
Girl.
the Bird Girl. She's been. At least she's not on NXT anymore. We don't have to watch her on NXT.
Yeah, unlike Bubbles, who just will not go away.
Yeah, well, yeah.
I don't.
For all the like accolades and stuff that they give her, and like all the like up, they talk her up so much. Like she's not like she can't break away from this NXT stuff, man.
Yeah, but about the Saints quarterback, I'm not gonna lie and say like I've been watching a lot of Louisville tape, but
Oh
I
right,
don't
yeah, no,
I don't like that he's gonna be 26 when the season starts because he had like 3 injury years and a COVID year. I heard
oh yeah,
I heard a very funny joke. What do you call somebody who's been in college for 7 years?
you're a doctor, right?
That's it, a
Yeah,
doctor.
doctor.
And this is
Yeah,
our rookie.
yeah,
Yeah, so
it's interesting. Well,
not
like
great.
they're not. I mean, for like longevity, they're not great, but maybe for like holding down the fort for a couple of years, maybe he's a little more coachable than some of the other guys were.
Yeah.
I don't know, man. Didn't seem like it didn't feel like they valued the quarterbacks that high this time around. Like other than Cam Ward and
Yeah, Cam was the
what
only
was
one.
the other guy?
Everybody else, Jackson Dart, I think was
Dart, that was the
first
other one.
round.
Yeah. Everybody else fell, Didn't seem like a real strong class for quarterbacks, but
Yeah, there were only like because if you take the Titans out because they were picking Ward, there were only like 4 teams that needed to take a quarterback this year. It was Cleveland, New York, the Saints, and the Steelers. And the Steelers just seem to be going with Aaron Rodgers. And I think I'm going to go on record May 2nd when we record this. That's going to cost Mike Tomlin his job. Like, that's not going to work out.
Oh, you don't think? Okay, so like they don't think the season. No, I mean, I could agree with that. I think it's probably a shut up type deal because like they always seem to like be playoff teams. It's always. I mean, they're in the playoffs every year.
It's that
That's why he's been there so
thing,
long.
And there are a lot of people in Pittsburgh who are like, dude, we win 9 games every year. We don't win a playoff game. So like, what's that worth? So it's just like, and now he's going with Rodgers. That's not going to work. And I think he's going to end up out of there.
I would not be surprised.
So yeah, you got New York, New Orleans, and Cleveland. Shador did not seem to take these interviews very seriously. He went in there acting like he was Travis Hunter, that people were going to trade up for him.
Yep.
And he was basically one of these second round guys, and well, he pissed everybody off, and now he was a 5th guy.
Yeah.
I don't.
Yeah, not a conspiracy there. Just he didn't do the pro day. He didn't do the combine. His tape, I get it. He's got some good stuff on tape, no doubt. But if you don't do those 2 things and then you bomb the interview, like you're like, apparently like he was like wearing headphones in some interviews. Like he was just like completely checked out. And it's like, I mean, it's the NFL, dude. Like you can, if you're really, really good, you can probably get away with that kind of shit. But you have to be like, you would have to be like Andrew Luck coming out of like college, like guarantee number 1, everyone knows it. And even then, if you act like that, you're probably going to drop. But
Travis
to survive,
Hunter can act like that.
Yeah.
Travis Hunter is that guy.
Heisman winner.
He was that guy, and he's not.
Yeah.
Doesn't mean he can't be good. I think he will be Cleveland's starter by the end of the year. Like, they aren't running with Flacco. That other quarterback they drafted, I don't know how that guy got drafted. He's not good. But
which one?
The guy they picked in the 3rd round. What was his name? Cleveland quarterback.
Dylan Gabriel, the Oregon quarterback.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was a shock. I'll be honest. Like, I kind of understood where people were coming when they were like, that guy got drafted before him. I mean, he definitely faced stiffer competition throughout his career.
Yeah.
And had some probably if you looked at his like resume, it's probably a little better than Shador's, but that one was weird because it was like people were like, okay, and the Tyler one, that one was like when that happened, I saw the video of Dion reacting to them going after Tyler Slot, whatever his name is, Shuck.
Yes.
Yeah. Interesting.
Yeah, man. It is what it is. We will see how that works out. Fun fact, one of the top quarterbacks in the draft next year, Garrett Nussmeier, LSU. He is the son of our quarterbacks coach. So
didn't know that.
There you go. Keep an eye out for
cool.
that.
Interesting.
The Saints don't draft at LSU very often, though.
No?
No, I think that I only remember like one. I don't even remember who it was, but I remember like being an LSU guy and being like, "Oh wow, that doesn't happen very often." All right.
Yeah, I don't think it happens too often for the Lions. I mean, Hutchinson was, but
yeah.
Typically, there are some teams that always draft Lions, or Michigan players, but not the Lions.
All right, let's hop into the wrestling this week. It's NXT. We may be saying goodbye to some of these people because if you're seeing people on Twitter and seeing the WWE cutting office people.
Oh yeah, I got my Twitter open. Yeah.
Folks.
Oh, definitely. I mean, we're releasing guys like I don't even know that are in the company. Like I saw like this picture of this guy and it was like he's been with the company for 10 years in like various. Oh, there he is, broadcast personality Ryan Papola. Never heard of that guy, but he got cut. So they're cleaning house, bro.
They're cutting
Record
off
profits.
people. You're seeing people like Shotzi tweet out like, "Hey, whatever's next, I gave it my best." Like,
Oh yeah, I saw that. Yeah.
it's cut day, folks. Keep your eyes out after Smack. Maybe they'll cut people during SmackDown like they did that one year.
Yeah. Can you imagine being the talent, like, especially these office guys who aren't even getting paid, like, probably getting paid less than six figures? You're watching these people charge $40,000 for a ticket to SummerSlam, and they're firing you. It's like fucking so shitty, dude.
Budget cuts, brother.
So bad.
What?
So lame. Oh,
That's the machine, man. Gotta
but
keep making money somehow. Gotta keep.
I'd be interested
Numbers
to see
gotta
if any
go up.
NXT go. I would be surprised. I mean, I wouldn't be shocked, but I don't know, man.
Oh, I think so.
Someone's going. Probably Tia Hale. If she's not with Chase U, I don't know what the hell you do with Tia Hale, dude. To be honest.
Well, let's hop into it. NXT, we get a recap of Trick jumping Joe Hendry on a TNA show that nobody watched. Yeah, even though
Jumping Joe Hendry sounds like his nickname. Jumping Joe Hendry.
Jumping Joe. So Vic says his name and he appeared. Hendry's there. He's wearing that Mania shirt like Tommy Dreamer. He's going to be wearing that for the rest of his career.
Pretty much.
He's still bragging about that Orton match like a cuck.
Yeah, he is really stuck on that.
You lost in 3 minutes, buddy.
Yeah.
You were. Let me pick a funny name out of the rest.
In front of 60,000 people, though. I gotta.
He's not that Scottish. Hold on. Hold on. He's not that Scottish. You haven't
Okay, that was a little
that bastard from Austin Powers. Man, I remember back in the day when what's a funny name I could pull? When Uncle Elmer went on WWF Superstars and bragged that he wrestled Adrian Adonis, even though Adonis beat him in 3 minutes. Back at WrestleMania.
Well, I wrestled him though.
2.
I wrestled him though.
Which hour was that? I think that
I was in the match.
LA hour.
That was like that's like when Michigan State fans were like talking trash like after Michigan lost to Georgia, I think it was. Yeah, it was Georgia the first year they made the playoff. They lost to Georgia. And Michigan State like fans were like, we were only down by 3 scores at half when we played Alabama in the playoff. And so like someone like made like a banner, you know, like on Photoshop that said only down by 3 scores. Good for you.
There you go.
60,000 people.
The deep state jump Hendry. So there you go.
Yeah, they did the light thing too long, man. I was about to have a seizure watching that.
I watched this in double speed,
Crazy.
so it wasn't that
wasn't too bad
for that long. Yeah,
it was like holy shit. It was like they can stop this.
Here's how my NXT viewing goes. I don't watch it live, and then Wednesday comes, Thursday comes, and Friday morning comes, and it's like, oh man, I gotta watch NXT, and so I just watch it in double speed.
That's pretty close to mine. I'll watch the segments full through, but the matches I usually most of the time, if it's something I'm not interested in.
Yeah,
for sure.
So earlier today, Plank was in the back with EO, and China Grace will team with her tonight in the main event.
Yeah.
Great.
Still got Ava's still around. I don't think she's gonna lose her job anytime soon.
I don't think he's got to worry about that.
No. I think she'll have Aldous' job pretty soon.
Oh God.
The way The Rock works.
Have fun with that.
I'll do SummerSlam, but Ava's got to be the GM.
We get some yapping in the back. Ultimately, the Snowman got Fruit Ninja match tonight, and she's not happy. So there you go. More on that later. Continental title, absolutely Rick Saint versus Pillman.
Yeah, this is it right here.
If Pillman got cut today, would it shock you?
No. The only reason I would be maybe shocked is because I still think this is like a Sean just feels bad that his dad's dead. And he was like friends with his
why?
dad.
They weren't friends.
I don't know.
Sean and Pillman.
That's what it seems like to me. It's either that or it's either that or they're just like, see what we can do with this guy, Tony. So I would not be surprised if he got let go, but
oh yeah, they're doing so much with him.
fumble.
Yeah, Rick wins. There you go.
Yeah, it was a pretty boring match, to be honest.
Well, yeah, it's Pillman's in it.
It was really bad.
The Coming are in the spooky room, and Sean Spears tells them to go win the belts. Great.
I was
Good
watching
job,
this.
Coach.
I
Here's
got
our
the
strategy.
they did a slow close up on Izzy at one point, and my note is Spielberg back there? Because that was incredible. Dude, they're really put that I don't know. You know how I feel about these cults, dude. It's just like another cult.
Sucks. Yeah.
Oh, brutal.
Cav and Faust argue. This is the D'Angelo family face-off. So they argue. Faust is on the screen. He says, "I'm not gonna be out there," and there's crooked security, and Faust sends them after Cav, and Cav beats him up. So there you go. That continues.
Yes. This is cinema.
There's a lot of segments on the show that I just didn't write a lot
There
down
were
for.
a lot of segments on the show. A lot more than wrestling. Well,
that's always with NXT, but it was just a lot that I didn't have anything to say for.
yeah.
So,
that was a pretty lame segment. I mean, I don't know. The D'Angelo family stuff just doesn't move me at all.
Yeah. Metaphors in the back. It's all of them now because Noam Dar is back. And they immediately break up. They all go their separate ways. So,
at least we didn't get like a dissension angle. They just were like, no, you guys are done. It's just over.
So which one's getting cut? I got my money on Oro.
Oro Mensa, and probably the one that isn't Lash.
I don't know. They're teaming them up.
Okay. I definitely think that what's his name is going though. But I think they're going to do something with Noam Dar on NXT. I don't think they're going to ever move him to the main roster, but I think they like that guy.
I brought it up last week. That guy's been there since the Obama administration.
Yeah. I mean, I don't know. Like I don't know him very much or anything, but I hope they do something decent with him because he seems like an alright guy.
He's good.
His matches
he's
are good.
Worker, and he's surprisingly young. How old is he?
He can be funny. That whole angle was terrible, but I could see him doing something better. Like even if it's something funny, it doesn't have to be as bad as that shit was. That was horrible.
He's 31.
I did not like the metaphor. So he is really young. Yeah. He's younger than I thought. I figured he was like mid-30s. 31. Okay.
Yep. Surfer Soul versus Fruit Ninja. This is the match that the Snowman got her. Soul wins. Did you have any notes?
I did say that these two are hot and fun to watch roll around together. That's pretty much all I got from it because they really are both hot blondes.
And then Fruit Ninja kicked the Snowman in the head. We spent 4 months on that.
Yeah.
Like, how long was that build up for this?
It was a while. I'd say at least 4 months. I mean, because she was going back and forth. Like they kind of they didn't really do a great job of even getting to them being in a relationship because it was they went from her despising the guy to being oh, but then they didn't really show him very often dating, so it was really weird. But yeah, she kicked him in the head.
All right, so he's
knocked him out.
Write that one down.
He might get released too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Trick Town Hall. Trick is 100% a heel.
Yeah.
He's bragging about taking out Hendry.
Since he's Hollywood, Joe's local talent.
Yeah.
I like that line. It was a good line.
Plank is out. She says there's going to be a battle royal next week, and the winner gets a shot at Oba at Battleground. So there you go.
Great
She
boss.
said 25, man, but after the cuts, we will see how many are in there.
Yeah. They have
Maybe
the picture already. Wouldn't that be funny if they put you in that picture and then they release so bad? Look, I'm on the picture. I know I'm going to be in this match, Mom. Know it.
There you go. Bubbles and Julia are in the back. My note here is go away with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. With about 12 A's in go away.
Yeah, that's how I felt too. I just wrote, who gives a shit?
Oba's in the back. The Undertaker's here for some reason, and he's got his LFG guys. So there you go.
Yeah, the Undertaker says, it's your yard now. But I got some guys coming up that are going to be coming for you. And then there's like 3 dorks that are on that show that I've never watched.
Wonderful.
Yeah. There's going to be their yard someday.
Again, I asked Cav this. What's the prize for LFG? It's not a contract. They all work there already.
Does it say? Did he know?
I don't think he did. No.
I don't know if there is
remember
one.
saying anything.
I don't know if it's a competition or if it's just they're like scoping these guys out, and then like if there's the prize is just if you don't suck, you're gone. You know what I mean? I don't know. I've never watched it, so I don't know.
Me neither. I NXT is enough for me.
Yeah, I don't need it anymore.
Public Enemy versus Inamura and Briggs for the tag titles. Match.
Yeah.
You got any notes?
Oh yeah, no. Match was fine. The finish was terrible, but NXT finish.
Public Enemy wins. So there you go.
Retain their belts. I think that means Inamura leaves then. I think. But I could be wrong.
It's not like we'll miss him. He was barely on the show.
No.
Despite being almost certainly the best men's wrestler on this show.
Yeah.
He didn't really do anything.
Well, doesn't look cool enough.
Ren QCC is in the back without Kid Regal. They won in the Battle Royal. So there you go.
A little dissension in the ranks here on this group.
Wow.
Miles Bourne, if you remember, he teamed with Javon last week. And I guess Kid Regal was not happy. And so, but then Miles was like, I don't care what he thinks. So dissensions in the ranks. Brutal.
Chase U 2.0. Why does anything happen?
I don't understand this one. This was really weird to me.
They had Chase U. They killed it off to push what's his name? The
911.
Bridge. Yeah, 911. And then he just brought it back a couple months later. If I didn't think Ridge was getting cut, shouldn't he be upset? Hey, I killed this thing. You don't get to just come back.
Yeah, it's different people. And then those one dudes are late, even though the rules say you can't be late. And then they show up. And one of the guys in the front row is like, hey, man, they're late. And he's like, who gives a shit? I have no idea what's happening.
He does his cursing bit, so we're just back to where we started.
So ridiculous.
All right, so Soul and Zarya are in the back, and what's her name?
KJ, Kalani Jordan.
That's it.
I almost forgot she was on it. Yeah.
She's in there griping, and she wants a Continental title match, and Zarya says, "Beat me first." So there you go.
Yeah, come through me first. That's what she said.
All right. It's Hendry and Public Enemy versus Dark State next week. And then it's your main event, Bubbles and Julia versus Io and Grace. It's a long one, and the faces win.
Yep, Io pins Roxanne. So
there you go. And then in the back, Steph Torres is with the Plank, and Plank says it's going to be Julia versus Grace next week for a title shot. So that's your NXT. There wasn't really much to talk about. It was just a show.
Yeah, very uneventful. Kind of look through the motions, man. It just went. It was like over, and I was like, I didn't feel like anything happened.
Yeah, there was nothing going on. So
yeah, it's a bad time. It's a bad time on NXT right now. They lost all their mojo.
Yeah,
if they had mojo at all.
It's not like it's not fun bad anymore. It's just boring. Like nobody's developing. All the guys suck, and it's just like I don't know.
Yeah, the Dark State stuff is a lot. It's kind of like the beginning of the Death Rider stuff. Like it's just not hitting right now.
Yeah,
I don't think it ever will either. It's a lame group. At least the Death Rider's got John Moxley, for Christ's sakes. These guys got nobody in there.
Yeah, Yuta's getting a little heat,
Yeah. Yeah. It's coming around. A lot of people hated that shit. We'll get into it, but it's coming around. It's not that
it's
bad.
coming around now because they're selling a lot more. They're getting their asses kicked a little bit more.
Yeah.
Like this Ops feud, Mox just keeps getting choked out.
Yeah. It's good. It's coming back around.
I think they figured that out with the Cope feud. Because like that feud didn't start getting hot until Cope started taking them all out. So I think they figured out it's like, oh, these guys got to show some ass.
Yep. And it's been working.
Yeah.
I like it.
All right. Over to Dynamite. Another very good show. They are
good.
Dynamite's clicking right now. Clicking. They're heading to Double or Nothing. And then we will be got a big summer because they got a lot of TV specials, and then they're going to be at All In Texas.
Yeah, it's coming quick, man.
They got the big They got the Mexico show coming up, which I think we talked
Grand Slam.
We talked about that at some point. Grand Slam Mexico sold out
quick
on the day.
Yeah,
that's I think that's like 15,000 seats. The whole thing. Because there's like the lower bowl, and then there's like GA, but that's like 16,000 seats or something like that. So
that's a hell of a draw.
Gonna be a big one. That's gonna be a big one. And you got All In. They just announced that they're doing another residency in Philadelphia. They're doing that at the ECW arena.
Okay.
They're doing all the shows. Dynamite, Collision. There's an ROH pay-per-view that's going to be there. Doing that for a couple weeks in September, so that should be good. Yeah, things are clicking on the road to All In. So we started this week's show with a big 8-man tag: Bucks, Ricochet, and Okada versus Briscoe, Speedball, the Jet, Kevin Knight, and Omega. It was just a long, fun 8-man tag.
Yeah, this is like old school AEW. That's how it felt. Felt like it was like a early episode of AEW when they did this. Just a bunch of guys, and they have. It's not like these guys don't have like beef either. It's not like it's a completely random thing. But I liked it. It was fun, man. Good stuff.
A bunch of like mid-card TV stories kind of coming together, and then you've got Omega and Okada in the first match against each other in 7 years since 2018?
7 years, yeah.
I heard there were people upset that they didn't explain the history between those two more. I greatly disagree because they explained it on commentary. That's just people saying they didn't listen to the commentators talk about it.
I definitely at least did it this week.
Yeah.
I heard I definitely heard Excalibur talking about it extensively.
Yeah. So that's just them saying they didn't listen to the commentary.
Yeah.
And then people are like, oh, they should have run a video package or something. It's an 8-man tag. Why are They're gonna do that match. They're doing
It was the
Okada.
opening match too,
They're doing
and
Omega
everyone
Okada
watching
in Texas.
Yeah,
And they're gonna unify those titles, I'm pretty sure. It's either title for title or they're unifying them.
yeah.
So if that's the case, they've got 2 months. July, if you got get your gazintas out, Mark. It's
Gazinta.
May, and then you've got June after that, so that's 1 month.
Bang.
I know you've got 2 fingers up already. Well,
Yep.
actually, you've got all of May, so that is another month. So you got May, that's 1. June, that's 2. And then you've got July. You got half of July. So they got 2.5 months to tell people why this matters.
And they already kind of have.
They will. And also, it's 2 guys who are. It's Kenny Omega, who is one of the biggest stars in the company, and Okada, who has been Continental Champ forever. So, yeah, they're gonna explain why that matters. Have you ever watched one of their matches? Did I give you my New Japan login for one of those matches?
I think I tried it one time and it didn't work, but it was a long time ago.
Yeah, I can.
But I don't think I have seen one of those.
Yeah, I could give you my login, and you can watch. You can watch any one of them.
Okay.
Yeah, they are great, and they help get New Japan popular in the U.S. And then the Omega Jericho match was the next year in New Japan, and that's the one Tony Khan saw and thought I could do a company with these guys. So there you go.
Pretty cool.
The Hurt Syndicate beat up some guys in the back. I don't know what this was.
Yeah, there were some dudes like singing the theme, and then they just beat them up. Poor guys. We hurt people.
And MVP tells Lashley, "Look, if MJF screws us, we'll just hurt him." So there you go.
That's fair.
The Ops versus some jobbers. Ops win. Death Riders jump them, but Joe gets Mox in the choke again, but Mox is pointing to the ring, and Claudio dumps Shibata on a chair with the neutralizer.
Yeah.
And commentary is reminding us that that's how they took out Hook. So there, so there you go. Joe gets the mic and he says, "You want to fight me one-on-one, but it doesn't really seem like you want to. But you asked for it, so let's do it in a cage." And it's going to be a steel cage match for the title in what, 2 weeks?
2 weeks. Beach Break, Chicago.
Beach Break. There you go.
Yeah, that should be interesting. I like a cage match.
Yeah.
I like a free TV cage match. I like it.
Remarkable Renee is sitting down in the back with Monet. She's talking about the Jamie Hayter match. Basically, Mercedes says, "I'm undefeated. I'm gonna win." And she said that Jamie Hayter looks like a Scooby-Doo character.
She did say that. That was about the only part I thought was good.
So
something like her Scooby-Doo style or whatever. It's pretty good. She kind of does look like a Scooby-Doo character.
She does. Yeah.
Pretty good.
Remarkable Renee is then in the back with the patriarchy.
Yeah.
He's talking about Nick Wayne going to the Super Juniors. Kevin Knight's going to be in that tournament too. I had an idea. What if we watched one of the Super Junior shows that they were on?
I'd be down for that.
Yeah, let me find the schedule.
Super Juniors.
Yeah, because this tournament's like, it's like the Continental Classic. It's a block tournament. Let me find the schedule. There was one in particular that I thought would be good. May 15th. The show on May 15th from Korakuen Hall. So a couple weeks from now.
Oh, Korakuen. Okay. All right.
Yeah, the top three are Kevin Knight. Yeah, so they're in 2 of the top 3 matches. So we can watch those like top 3 and and just talk about it. Talk about them being in Japan, just something different to watch for the show.
Yeah, I'm down.
Yeah, all right. And then Korakuen's like the home base, so it'll be like a hot crowd and stuff. So yeah,
Nice.
there we go.
I like it.
So Jay Lethal shows up, and he wants a match against Nick Wayne tonight, since he also was a TV champ before. Nick said no, but Cage said yes. So there you go.
Yeah. Or Nick Wayne. Got to defend his title with without knowing ahead of time.
Yeah, I didn't know it was a title match. I just thought it was a I just thought it was a regular match.
I guess not. I guess title.
If he's
Win that
wrestling,
belt.
may as well defend.
Might as well.
He's
That's
winning
TV
anyway.
Yeah.
Eliminator match: Tony Storm versus Miyu Yamashita. They showed video of Yamashita beating Thunder Rosa when she was champ in an eliminator. So, kind of putting it in people's heads that, hey, she won one before, maybe she could win this one.
Yeah.
This Yamashita, she's like not that good. Like,
yeah, I wasn't like
people
super
who-
impressed or anything, but
Yeah, the people who watch Joshi, they have a tendency to overrate everybody. Like, I'm still not that big into Julia. Like, she looks like a star, but like she doesn't wrestle at the level of a star that people were putting her at.
sure.
Like, she's not EO. Like, EO's really good.
Yeah.
But, like, other than that, it's like, all right. And then, this Miyu she don't look like anything special. She looks normal.
Yeah.
So, and yeah,
True.
I didn't think this was anything special, but Tony wins. So there
Yep.
you go.
Yep. It's fine. Whatever.
Monet comes out. Hater comes out. She goes for they fight, and then Monet runs away. So there you go.
Yeah. Yep. Not much there. Just,
Callis
That's fine.
family in the back. We get basically Fletcher says he's gonna win. So there
Yeah.
you go.
Just one of those promos. Yeah.
Good little promo there. Hurt Syndicate out.
People.
They are here to vote for MJF.
Here we go.
So he's out. Crowd's really into this. I like this angle. I like this.
I do too. I like it a lot, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're doing a good job.
Some fun little stuff. They go to vote. MVP's a thumbs up. Shelton's a thumbs up. Lashley puts his thumb out and he messes with him. Plays with the crowd.
Does the little
thumbs down.
down. Sorry about it.
Giving the old Batista thumbs down.
Yeah. Yep.
And MJF blows his lid. He's like, he calls him a big bald son of a bitch. And then Lashley yokes him up in the corner.
Yeah, man. This is real good.
He shouts at him, "Go hurt people, and then you'll impress me." So
yeah. That makes
they get
sense.
Lashley off of him, and they all walk off. So MJF has to hurt somebody.
Interesting. I feel like we're gonna get who's he gonna hurt, He's gotta hurt somebody, right? Like somebody important. Like someone in the way.
I mean, he's got these issues with Hangman. Does he go hurt Hangman? Like, does he try to take him out of the Owen or something?
One of you hurts Hangman, and then Hangman has to fight Ospreay hurt, so Ospreay can win it, and then Hangman can say, "Well, I was hurt. Fucking because MJF beat my ass."
There you go.
You never know.
Could be something.
You never know. But yeah, I really like this stuff, man. This is good. MJF's. This is the good MJF, man. Not too over the top with like the, like he's not just going like super like he was with Jarrett, like just going down below the belt or anything like that. Like just being kind of silly, goofy, but yeah, it's good. It's not like too wrestle crap or anything. It's good.
He's getting the Bob stuff over.
Yep. That's pretty good. Yeah.
We get footage of Stokely joining up with FTR. Yeah, it's just a hype video for FTR. So
Yeah.
there you go.
I like them together for sure. I like this.
Nick Wayne versus Jay Lethal. Match. Nick wins, and then Christian takes the belt, takes the TV title, and you think he's gonna like do the thing he does all the time where he holds the other guy's belts, but instead he puts it around his waist and then he leaves.
Yeah, gives a little slow clap. And yeah.
Is
They leave him.
Christian turning a new leaf? I don't know.
Yes. Seems like it, right?
I've been wondering how, because like the idea seems to be that it's going to be FTR versus Edge and Christian at All In.
Wouldn't that surprise me, right?
Because Edge is out, FTR took him out. He needs a partner. How do you get Christian from where he is now to teaming with Cope? And it's seems like they're starting to play around with that a little bit.
For sure, that's what it feels like. Yeah. Good. That's pretty good stuff.
Yep. So cage match is made official for Beach Break, and then it is our main event. Hangman in his hometown versus the porno star Kyle Fletcher. Very good match.
Yeah, this was excellent. Another good.
Fletcher got like road rash on his back from the barricade.
Yeah, that looked brutal, right? Ugh.
Yeah, like he scraped something. Like I don't know what happened.
I looked down for a second, looked up, and his back was bloody. I was like, "What the fuck?
Did his back knee pop? Like, how did that work?"
I don't know. Definitely looked brutal though. Good little spot.
But yeah,
good match. Hell of a match.
Brain buster on the apron, and then a moonsault off the barricade. Just crazy stuff.
Yeah.
Oh no, moonsault into a tombstone on the floor. That's what that was.
Right. Okay. Yep. Now I remember. Yep.
Yeah. Just crazy stuff. And then finish it. Good near fall, but Hangman goes for the buckshot. Fletcher shoves the ref out of the way, catches him with a low blow, hits the brain buster, kick out. Good little near fall there.
Yeah.
And then he goes for the brain buster off the top, but Hangman shoves him off. Does the flip off the turnbuckle into the buckshot, then hits another one. Hangman wins. It will be Hangman versus Ospreay at the pay-per-view.
Yeah. That was a great match, for sure. I'm excited for this final, man. And they booked this really well.
You could buy that Fletcher could win because it's Ospreay in the final, and they've been feuding forever.
Yeah.
But Hangman in his hometown, too, that felt like he wasn't going to lose that. So they had, nice bit of stakes there. And yeah, now we got Hangman versus Ospreay. That's going to be a big match. You're going to have the Hangman people threatening to burn people's houses down if Hangman doesn't win. And you'll have the Ospreay people who will be normal about it and be fine either way.
Yeah. Good stuff. I'm excited.
So,
I think it'll be a real good match.
It's in Texas. Who do you think wins that? Like, I know we normally do the predictions for the pay-per-view, but
I would say I gotta think Will's gonna win, but I don't know. There could be Hangman's time. Maybe they delay Will a little bit. I mean, Hangman been there a little longer. He's been involved in a lot of big angles, the top of the card. So,
yeah. If you want to delay Will, you could do Hangman here. I'm not sure if either guy wins. Like, I have several ideas. And I'm not sure if they'll do any of them. Like, I had an idea in my head of Ospreay wins the belt at All In, but then Forbidden Door, he loses it back, and then you start his arc for next year's All In, because that's going to be in London, apparently.
Okay.
So you just start the arc there, and he'll be like, I want to win the title in London. I want to get it back. So you could do that.
Yeah. Maybe Hangman gets it, man. Maybe Hangman wins them. Just to get that shot. I don't know. Depends. Maybe it could be ticket sales.
You got the thing with the Bucks hanging too, with Swerve and all that from Dynasty.
Right.
Maybe that plays in. The MJF thing we talked about. There's a lot of ways Hangman can be screwed, basically.
True.
Either the Bucks or MJF.
Yeah, that's true.
But
Yeah, that's cool. We don't know. We have no idea, which is good. It's not super predictable, which is always nice. So I'll take it. I like it. I like where we're heading, though. It feels like AEW's like getting better and better. Kind of hitting their stride, and it's like seems like the other shows aren't doing very well, especially NXT. They're like the opposite trajectory right now.
Basically, if Paul Heyman's not booking it, it's not great.
Yeah.
So
that's true.
There you go. So that is your Dynamite. And that is your 2 Marks 1 pod for this week. Good Dynamite. There just wasn't much to talk about because we had 2 really long matches.
2 long matches. Yeah, that does it for it.
Yeah, that opener was a lot, and then the main event was like a half hour too. So
yeah, takes up a lot. Yeah, but it went by quick. It was a good show.
Yeah. So we will be back next week. There's nothing booked for Dynamite next week, so I assume we'll just get another tag or something.
Yeah, that's supposed to be. That's the one that's in Detroit, and the tickets for the floor have not like that. They've been sold out. Like there's like one seat left, and it's like $400.
Ooh, look out now.
So, the best seat I saw was hard cam side, like up a little bit to the right, and it was like $44. But it was like a sale ticket. It was like one by itself. So I think that's why it was cheaper. But I'm gonna keep an eye on it because I want to go, but I don't know. It depends if it's. I mean, I think I still want to, but it just depends on what's going to be there and if I can figure it out a way to get there and shit. Because it's a 3.5 hour drive, so
yeah,
I have to leave work early and get home at like fucking like 3 in the morning, 4 in the morning.
Yeah, mine was like an hour plus from Baton Rouge to New Orleans, so mine wasn't too bad, and I had a double taping, so it was kind of like, you get 2 kills
worth
in
it,
one.
yeah. True. Yeah, we'll see. I'd like to go.
We'll see what it is after Collision.
Right.
But and then
should drop.
NXT, we've got a big battle royal. Names to be determined because again, it looks like people might be getting fired today. I will give a check on Twitter to see if there's any updates there.
Smart
heads have rolled. No, nothing yet.
Nothing yet.
Right,
probably soon though.
Keep an eye out for SmackDown.
Yeah.
So there you go. 2 Marks 1 pod. That's it for us this week. Oh, we didn't. The shows were so boring. They didn't even give us a name.
I know. I was just thinking that.
Show.
I don't know.
Let's look through.
It's a good question.
Let me pull up my NXT.
Trying to think what we talked about. Yeah, what happened? Maybe the.
Yeah, because it's always NXT that gives us something.
Yeah, I forgot what happened. Let's see. What's what happened on NXT again? Gotta go to the top of my thing.
Split. Okay. We could call it if we call it Cut Day and nobody gets fired. Well, actually, that's funnier. Let's call it a shot. Cut Day.
Cut Day.
There you go.
I like it.
That'll do it. So we're calling our shot like Babe Ruth.
Hell yeah.
We're gonna get fired today.
Cut Day. It's happening.
All right. We'll see you next time, folks.
Later.
Later, dudes. S you in your A's. Don't wear a C and J all over your B's.
Say hi to your mom for me.